Well, hello my beautiful Capricorn, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with a little bonus reading. I've already cleansed your space and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I am truly grateful for your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about to pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings, I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram or Patreon. I will never ask you for your credit card details, I will never ask for personal details, and I will also never give you a cell phone number to call. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Capricorn, this is a little bonus reading. I'm going to get all of your cards first before I get to an outcome or feel the energy. This reading is what your guides want you to know. Now, already in the water, I'm seeing a huge light bulb. Okay, so perhaps you're going to be full of ideas or you've had a bit of a revelation on something. They're also showing me, so interesting to get so many strong images straight away. They're also showing me like a murmuration of birds. Murmuration of birds. So your first card out here is the Phoenix. Okay, thanks so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. And seedlings. So, yeah, so light bulb, I mean, literally you could be listening to this reading and changing your light bulb. It could also be that perhaps your light bulb goes out. Or, I mean, mainly it could be like you're having some sort of epiphany or idea or realization about something. And the murmuration of birds can be about communication or flocking together. Some of you may be thinking that communication between you and family units are getting stronger after a period of a little bit of conflict. So please take it as it resonates. These images, they may mean nothing to you in this moment, but in the next 6 weeks or so, you may see a murmuration of birds, and it's an indication that there's some sort of good news coming your way, or even an image of a light bulb. So look out for that on a billboard. And things like that, okay? Now also, oh my gosh, so many images, probably because I'm using an Egyptian tarot deck. They're showing me the goddess Bastet, okay? Now, if you know who that is, it's normally represented by a cat with a ring through its nose. So that again is another symbol. Perhaps it's because I'm using this deck though. I think Bastet was all about protection, okay? Protection, especially in the home space. So maybe some of you are thinking about buying a home, buying real estate, or perhaps some of you are thinking about settling down, maybe even doing a little bit of restructure, DIY, revamping your home space to create a little bit more sanctuary for yourself. So they're just giving me this energy of domesticity and protection. So yeah. Obviously, there's little cats here in the tarot deck, but that's not what they're showing me. They're showing me the goddess Bastet, okay? So look it up if you don't know what it looks like. And you may see an image of it or a statue of it or things like that over the next 6 weeks. And it symbolizes, an opportunity that is meant for you. There's some really good luck or some good news headed in your direction, okay? Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide? Okay, thank you so much, Spirit Guides. How's that received? Thank you so much. And finally, we'll get the details for you. Now, your 8th house is influencing you at this time, and that's all about your joint finances. So if you've got a mortgage, you'll be focused on that. If you're thinking about buying real estate, perhaps you'll be focused on getting a mortgage, getting the right lender. You'll be focusing on pensions as well, especially since we're in a very economically fragile state in the world, shall we say, that you may be looking at fluctuations in the market regarding your finances, okay? Now, when you have the 8th house involved, it does mean transforming your money for the better. So it is a very positive time for you, even under difficult circumstances, to bring more finances in. Look at that. We've got the Knight of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles there. So definitely amplifying an opportunity coming your way that will be financially very beneficial for you. You've got the Six of Wands as well, which is success, which is victory over some sort of difficult situation and accomplishment. Whoa. Very explosive energy here. I do feel like there's some sort of conflict, or there was a conflict or something that's been difficult, but I will come to that in a moment. Let me just go get that other card. It is the World card. You've got that twice. Interesting. In the same position as well. So something is coming to an end for you. You're cutting something out. You're done with something and you're putting your own needs first, which is really positive, obviously, if it has been. I mean, you've got another 10 here, so this indicates that, you know, endings. I feel like you're moving forward for some sort of new beginning. It could be a new job, it could be a new home, it could be a new relationship. If you have left a relationship, thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels, can you please? But I feel like you're really focused on time, okay? You don't want to waste time. I feel, you know, this is really positive. Okay, there's been a period of indecision or a period of feeling a little bit in limbo is what I'm picking up on. And you may have felt that things have been a bit stagnant, but these are all about to change for you. Now let's get to your first card, okay? Your first card is Cast Out. So you're done with something. I mean, you got the World card twice as well. So to have the World card and the card Cast Out, you're entering a new cycle. It's literally like out with the old, in with the new. And even though we've gone through the new year, 2023, you're embracing it, I do feel like there was this boost of energy, like you're going to get going on doing something that's really productive, because I feel like you don't want to waste time. But also I feel like there's been a bit of a lull around about January, mid-January, where you're like, same old thing, just different year. And that's coming up for every sign at the moment. But because Mars did not go direct until a little bit later on in January, and now we've of course got Mercury direct as well, that means there's more action, more passion, more desire, confidence. So whatever it is you are focused on accomplishing, you will move forward towards that. Now also interesting that they showed me the murmuration of birds, because I just realized that your third house is activated in about 2 weeks or so. And that's all about communication, okay? That's all about siblings. Wow, yeah. I didn't make the connection until right now. You know, third house is communication with like siblings, family members, neighbors, that sort of thing, people that you work with. So your communication skills are going to be on point. There's going to be better balance between them understanding you and not misconstruing your intentions or whatever it is. That you're really going to be seen and heard. It's about finding your voice. Also, you may feel compelled to book travel or take a quick trip somewhere. You're definitely in the zone of wanting to educate yourself, so I feel this thirst for knowledge. Now this could be thirst for knowledge regarding your faith. It could be to do with something that you work in or something that you have a talent in. It could also be, you know, just you voraciously kind of looking at videos online to increase your vast knowledge already, okay? So I definitely see you expanding your mind and being able to communicate. You're very learned, you're very intelligent, you have very high IQ, and they're showing me that you're using that to put yourself in a really good position in life. I just get this energy of you being very focused on a goal or something you want to accomplish, and you're eradicating any distractions. I mean, the card literally says, can't keep accepting a bad situation. Forge something, sorry, it says force something, person to leave. Yeah, so force something or a person to leave, the final straw. So something, it's like the camel, you know, the straw that broke the camel's back kind of energy, where you're done, you can't do this anymore. Now this could be a relationship that keeps like coming in and out, making you feel very uncertain about where it's going. Could be someone who's really trying to push your buttons at work, for example. So whatever this conflict is, because I've been feeling this in your reading right at the beginning, you're changing it. You are finding that empowerment to say, you know what, I'm done. I can't do this anymore. I feel like you've been very patient in this situation. I feel like you've given this person, people, situation the benefit of the doubt. And I feel like the cycle has run its course. So whatever that is for you, I mean, some of you, it may be that you're casting out negative food out of your diet because it makes you feel bloated, or it makes you feel lethargic, or it's just not good for you. You're having a reaction to it. Some of you may cast out bad habits, like, you know, feeling that you should go to the gym, but perhaps you don't feel like it. Or, you know, maybe it's raining outside and you just think, you know what, I don't really want to go for a walk today. And then that energy picks up pace. And then even when it's sunny, you're kind of like, nah, I'm not really sure if I want to go for a walk or do any exercise or do things. So it could be whatever it is that you feel a little bit fed up or a little bit stuck in a rut with, you are changing that. You're finding that motivation to say, it's done. New me, new year. I really feel like it starts now, even though January has picked up pace and nearly gone, because I'm still doing this reading in January for you. This reading is good for the next 6 weeks or so. You may also notice that I'm in a new space. There's a lot of construction work going on outside my door, outside my window. So I've had to just move all my stuff down the hall to my back room. So apologies, it's a little bit echoing in here, but I am getting a new microphone. So I do apologize for the sound. Please bear with me on that. Now, your next card is the Cosmos. Now, the Cosmos is a very interesting card because it does connect to the World card, but it's all about that window of opportunity, okay? Something is complete, something is done for you, and it's bringing you balance to make this decision to cut or cast out whatever it is that has not been working for you. Now, the World card also is about fulfillment, knowing what you want, saying this doesn't work for me anymore. So you're having the courage to either change direction or see things in a new light, where you think, you know what, I'm going to do things differently. And the World card is about accomplishing a goal or having your idea or your eyes on, you know, something. It's interesting that I said idea, because that light bulb is showing again for me in the water for you. So I feel like you've had some sort of revelation where you think, you're not wasting your time anymore on situations that don't hold value in your life, okay? Also, so interesting. You know what? My guide said, look at the image we've shown you. Look at the image we've shown you. And it's so true, they have. So basically, before I do your readings, I do a 10-minute meditation to pick up on the energy, and they showed me an image of steps, okay, of steps. So they were indicating that the steps are going up. Now, of course, I can't prove that to you, that I actually, you know, saw that in the water, but I do write down everything I see. So I'm just going to reach over. This keeps happening in all the readings, okay? I'm going to reach over, and I've got a piece of paper of all the images that I've written down here that are connected to your reading. I won't show you the rest of them because unless they pop up again, but I did write steps and I tried to draw them as well, but you know, apologies for my drawing, it's not the best. But yeah, so steps. So steps are important. I feel like either you're taking steps to move closer towards your goal. It could be small steps, it doesn't have to be big ones, but I really get steps are important. Also, I would say watch your footing on steps as well. I don't feel like there's anything like untoward. You're not going to hurt yourself properly or badly, shall we say. I just get this sense that there could be a little bit of a little bit of a slip, but not like, so just watch yourself on steps. And this is only until the end of January, okay? Once February comes along, it's all good. But they're just giving me this energy, you know, you may just like shock yourself a little bit. I don't see you being hurt, okay? So I just want you to not be worried about that, but I just feel, you know, be careful, because you may like, say for example, I don't feel like it's steps at your home either. I feel like it's steps that perhaps you don't normally walk down or up. Anyway, steps normally represent elevation in life, reaching a goal, or being on the journey, the path to be closer to your goal. This is all about ambition and success, okay? Steps are spiritually, it could also be that you're having a spiritual awareness or a revelation. So they gave me the arrow as in up on that, because it's indication that, you know, you are headed in the right direction. You are headed up, okay, upwards. But it could also be, you know, to spiritual enlightenment. It's interesting that these steps in this card go right up to the light. But I feel like there's a window of opportunity for you to take advantage of. Something is headed your way. We can see the Ace of Pentacles there coming out and the Knight of Pentacles. So financially, there's a reward here, or, you know, it could even be a job or an opportunity that you're looking forward to accomplishing. I mean, having the World card again is an indication that you are entering a new cycle, and that you're ready for raising your vibrations and coming into balance. There's always a victory wreath in the World card, which means success. I mean, it's clarified here by the Six of Wands, which is basically you having victory over a past situation. I feel like your victory in a past situation, if someone is pushing your buttons, is just to ignore them, to move away from them. And I'm not meaning in like a very cold, detached way where you're doing it as a game. I feel like you are protecting your energy from anyone who is trying to derail you or undervalue you in some way in your life, okay? Or even underestimate you. Six of Wands is, you know, this is your protagonist energy. So Six of Wands indicates there's some really good news headed in your direction, and it will lead to success. Six of Wands is also about elevation and being in the spotlight, being appreciated for what you do. And you may have felt that someone in your family unit or someone in your immediate circle, immediate circumstances, has not been understanding you or has not valued you in some way. I do feel like deep down this person does value you, but they have pride and they don't want to show it. Okay, that's what's coming out. And that's not an excuse for anybody. I'm just picking up on their energy. Now, the Six of Wands also is a card of stepping into the limelight, perhaps moving forward, being an influencer in some area of your life. It does mean that you'll be triumphant and accomplish great things in whatever area of life you're focused on right now. For some people, it's, you know, to make sure their finances are secure should there ever be an economic downturn. We can all see, you don't need me to tell you that we can all see that economically the world is in a very fragile state. So some of you may be looking at pensions because of your 8th house. Some of you may be looking at you know, your savings and what best way to protect. I mean, because you've got Bastet there, it does mean I feel like you've put yourself in a position to protect yourself going forward. But I feel like you've got a goal and you will accomplish it. You got the Nine of Cups, a wish is fulfilled, okay? Now we've also got desiring. And it says yearning for something, someone, fantasizing, wishful thinking, want and need. And you've got the Lover's card here, and it's in the resistance position. So something you've been longing for is not showing up for you or has not shown up for you. You may have found it's very, very difficult. The Lover's card, you know, in this position can indicate that things have been out of balance or that your manifestations have not been showing up strongly in your life and you're feeling a little bit disappointed because your expectations have not been met at this time. These are the things that are going against you, because the Knight of Pentacles is like something perhaps is not working. And if something is not working in your world, the most logical thing to do is approach it from a different angle. Don't give up on it, and I don't see you giving up on anything. The Ten of Wands in this position says you're going to start afresh, or you're going to, you know, clear away the excess and declutter your life in some way in order to really get focused. So some of you may literally, if you work from home, for example, you may look at your home and go, okay, there's a lot of clutter here and it's actually impeding the way that I work. So perhaps it's about decluttering the space in order to clear my mind as well. Some of you, it may be a friendship that you feel you've outgrown, or some of you may even feel that you no longer want to live in the area that you're living in and you want to actually change the circumstances. You're not giving up, you're just finding an alternative way to find your own personal happiness, okay? But because these things are in the resistance position, by the end of the 6 weeks, they're showing up for you. You know, this turns to this. So it's really about having faith and knowing that, you know, after difficulty, after adversity, you are going to accomplish something that is going to make you extremely happy, okay? Now the Lover's card at Grassroots is about attracting what your heart truly desires with things like the law of attraction. So I feel there may have been a period where you've been going through some difficulties where you started to lose faith, but your faith will be restored, okay? Also, some of you may have been going through a separation or some sort of heartbreak, because we got the Three of Swords there as well, or someone may have even just said something that really wounded you, that you can't quite get over or process why they did that. at this time, and it's been on your mind a little bit, and it's been chipping away at your, I don't think it's been chipping away at your confidence, but I feel it may have been chipping away at your psyche, as like, why did they do that? Or do they really think that? Or so I get this sense that you will have an opportunity to repair a situation, whether it is resolve it with the person. That's your call. We all have free will. I feel like there will be an olive branch there, but it's more about resolving it within you, because that's when that situation or that person no longer has power over you. Okay, now I do get a sense, because you got the World card twice, and I have to mention it, it's been coming up in everybody's reading, you may be looking at the world circumstances that we're living in right now and seeing changes in our world that perhaps you're not very happy with. Changes that perhaps are being enforced in areas of our lives that we are, not feeling that we're ready for, or that we don't want. And I feel like you're wondering or worried about how this may affect you and your family and your stability and all that you've worked hard for. Because I get this sense of you looking at world ego, if that makes sense. Like some people in this world who tend to dominate, excuse me, and you're looking at it in a way that it will not work, or you don't want it to work, okay, because you feel it would restrict you in some way. And I feel like you're in a very secure position, or you're trying to put yourself in a really secure position to encounter and be flexible during these changes. So I really feel protection is there for you and your family, because you are, I get this sense of you being very flexible or prepared. Yeah, the word they're giving me is prepared. Now also, if you have been looking for love and you have not found love right now, I feel there is an opportunity. Soulmate is coming on in, and this is someone who is very slow. It's a slow burn relationship, very passionate, but by slow I mean this person wants to get to know you. They'll take it slow, okay, because they want to build a solid foundation in a relationship rather than just rush in and then rush out. They want to be something constant in your life. So if you are looking for love, there is definitely a soulmate on the horizon for you, and I feel like it will help you. And this, for me to say this, I'm kind of like, I don't know if I really want to say this, but this is what they're giving me, so don't shoot the messenger. It's almost like this new person makes you forget all the other people that you've ever been with, because if you've had some sort of wound that has not been healed yet, this new person, it's not that they're healing it for you. I feel like it's almost like, oh wow, oh, I wish you could see that. I wish you could see that, my beautiful Capricorn. I saw a murmuration of birds for you, and I've just seen, they look like maybe geese. I've just seen a huge flock of birds. Oh my gosh, more. Oh, there was at least 2 flocks of like 20 just gone past mine. And this is unheard of. I've never seen that ever in my life, ever. So, like not even when I've been in the country, and I'm not in the country, right? So that's so unusual. This murmuration or flock of birds is important, okay? It can represent migration. Some of you with the World card, some of you may be thinking about where you want to live in the world. Perhaps you don't want to live where you are right now. You're thinking about traveling or emigrating in some way. But it also could be about you and your family sticking together, or you and your soul tribe sticking together. So I'm going to look up the true meaning of like a murmuration or a flock of birds headed in a certain direction. But I feel like they're moving as a unit. They're in sync with each other, and I feel perhaps there's something in your world where you're going to be moving as a unit. It could even be that the people you work with, you're working on something, on a project, for example, and you're all in sync and it's all coming together and everything's slotting into place. So please take it as it resonates. Now, we've got the Knight of Pentacles, but it's in the resistance position. So it indicates something has not been working. Some of you have wanted to do something perhaps, and you don't tend to, well, normally Capricorns tend to do something in a very traditional manner, okay, because you're an earth element, slow and steady wins the race. You're the sort of person who gets the job done. But I feel like there's something here where you want to go a little bit faster, and you're very hardworking. You will make whatever your goal is, you will make it a reality. But I get the sense that either something has not been working, or something that you've been investing in has not been worth it. And it's put you in a bit of a spin but I feel everything comes good. Everything is just like, even if it was a friendship that you're like, you know what, I gave that person my honest opinion and I was there for that person when the going got tough, and now they're not there for me, or now they're just like being an a-hole, whatever it is. I really feel that you're moving away from any negative energy. You're done. Okay. Also, the Knight of Pentacles in this position and the Ten of Wands can indicate that you're looking at money in a new way, especially since your 8th house is activated. You may be looking at second streams of income, or how to set up passive income. It could be something that you haven't done yet, but you're thinking about doing it. I definitely see it being very successful for you. You got the Emperor as the outcome energy. The Ten of Wands in this position, it's like you got it in the reverse. So it indicates that you're clearing away the excess, okay? Some of you may have been burning the candle at both ends and you are exhausted. So it's important to take some time out just to recharge your batteries. But I feel like you already know that. And that's why I feel there's a bit of a restructure going on in your life where you're like, you know what? No, I'm gonna make sure everything's in order. I'm going to really make sure I'm focusing on my diet, my exercise routines, better sleeping patterns, eating patterns. I really feel like you're trying to be the best version of yourself. And that's why with the Ten of Wands, you're saying, no, I'm not going to allow anybody to take advantage of my energy. You're not going to overextend yourself or overload yourself. I feel like you're going to be at a steady pace, because I feel like you've had a lot of responsibilities and a lot of burdens recently. And yes, you've been working, of course, but I feel like you've had something difficult go on in your life, and you may have launched yourself into work or a project in order to, you know, not focus on the thing that has been bugging you. Also with the Ten of Wands, this indicates how strong you are. Your guides want you to be so proud of you because of all your efforts. Okay, you lead with your heart, you lead with integrity, you're a good friend, and you're awesome at what you do. Whatever it is you turn your hand at, you are so talented and so gifted, and all these things will come to fruition. Even if you feel yourself, my beautiful Capricorn, that you do not have a talent or you're not gifted, because some people actually say, no, I'm not, I've got no skills, I've got, you know, I'm not really good at this, I'm not really good at that. That's you being super critical of yourself because you always expect the best. So remember, perfectionism can also knock your confidence, because you will always feel like nothing's ever right, or you haven't quite been good enough at something. And actually, you tend to be above everybody else and what they're doing and the competition for whatever it is that you want to accomplish as well. So do remember that. Now, as I'm picking up these cards in the water right now, they're showing me 3 cherries. 3 cherries. It's almost like a jackpot, you know, like those slot machine type things. Okay, this has come up before in somebody's reading, so it may have even been for your reading, my beautiful Capricorn, but they show me 3 cherries. Now, you could literally be eating cherries and maybe have 3 left as you're listening to this reading, or it could be that you're actually someone who plays slot machines and you're going to get a win at maybe 3 cherries. I'm not sure what the financial stake is when 3 cherries show up. I'm not really au fait with that, but I get a feeling that it could be a small win of some sort. Also, cherries, I mean, cherries represent good fortune or good luck, future happiness, that sort of thing. Sorry, my guides are giving me something. One moment, please. Thanks so much, I'm truly grateful. Okay, so, wow, this is a very poignant message. They've given me, embrace the sweetness of life, but remember, there will always be pips. Okay, that's really quite profound. I've never thought of cherries like that before. Okay, so embrace the sweetness of life, but always remember there will be pips. Okay. Yeah, so I mean, that is life in a nutshell, I guess. So, I mean, it could even be that that is a quote that they've just given me, and you will see that. So please be mindful of all the things that show up in your reading, because they're there for a reason. You will see these things. I mean, you could literally walk down the sidewalk and see a billboard that's got 3 cherries on it, and it means good luck, good fortune, or a win in some area of your life. And of course, success looks differently for everybody, so it depends on what you have asked the universe for, and that you're having faith and gratitude that the universe will deliver, okay? Now, your outcome is in your power. Isn't it wonderful that in your power, and the Emperor is showing up? So, and this is your outcome. So you're in control of a situation that perhaps was very difficult, but also you're stepping into your power, and there's this energy of you being a leader. Some of you may get an opportunity at work. If you're in a working sector, you may get an opportunity to elevate in your career. You may step into a leadership position or a position of responsibility that will really put you financially ahead of the game. Also, some of you may set up your own business or become an entrepreneur. Or if you're already an entrepreneur, I definitely see you attracting more finances, more interest in what you do is what I'm seeing here. It says living from an empowered place, cultivating your inner strength and taking back your power. And you're doing that by cutting stuff out that no longer resonates with you, stuff that you've outgrown, whether it's, you know, negative food, or whether it's, you know, in the evening you just come home and you just, you know, veg in front of the TV, whatever it is. It's important to realize that the changes that you're making are a catalyst for shaking up better luck, okay? You're changing your frequency. Now also we've got ready. So if some of you are thinking about setting up your own business, or if some of you are thinking about you know, relocating, or if some of you are retired and you're thinking about buying a property abroad so that you can enjoy time in the sun, whatever it is that you're thinking about doing, you're ready. You can do this. Take action and it shall be so. It says here, ready to do something, an opportunity is ripe, now is your time. It's no accident that an Ace of Pentacles, which is an opportunity, is ripe, and a Nine of Cups, a wish fulfilled, is showing up in your outcome energy, okay? So nobody said it's going to be easy. There's a Three of Swords there, so that indicates that it will be difficult, whatever it is you're trying to accomplish, but you will get there because you are in your power and you are moving towards balance and opportunity. The Emperor energy tells me that your plans or your strategy will be successful. You are commanding your position to attract all that is meant for you, because remember, whatever is meant for you will never pass you by. Also, the Emperor energy is about leadership. So order. Some of you may be a little bit more organized than usual. There may be some responsibilities in whatever it is you're trying to accomplish, but I really get this sense that you're in control of that. Don't let any of the small details that sometimes make us feel a little bit overwhelmed, don't let them get to you or make you feel fear. You've got this, whatever this is for you, okay? Also with the Emperor, because you got the World card, pretty much, the Cosmos and the World card, they're kind of very interlinked. Because you've got those twice and the Emperor, this can also indicate the structures or the powers that run the world. And you know, you may be, some of you may be worried about the direction the world is headed in. We've already talked about it, but I get this sense that you are trying to put yourself in a really good position to weather any storms, okay? And I feel like you are protected with the decisions that you are making for you and your family at this time as well, okay? Interesting, birds are going to be so important for you. There's like this bird in flight, so it's about taking wings. I mean, your first card was the Phoenix, rising from the ashes. So this means after a difficult time or after adversity, you are going to be spreading your wings and flying and getting this, whatever it is, off the ground. And you're going to be so proud of yourself that you did it. They'll give me the word satisfaction, okay? You'll be satisfied. Isn't it interesting? I'm saying you'll be so proud of yourself, and then that Capricorn energy sort of knocks it down. Yeah, you know what? Maybe I won't be proud, but I'll be satisfied. You know, on to the next. I really get this sense that you will be like focusing on the goal, getting it done, and then on to the next, okay? Now, you are someone who, how can I put this? You're someone who is very savvy in the world. You're someone who's very astute. You have a lot of intuition. And I feel intuitively, if something's not right for you, you don't dwell in that energy for long, okay? So if someone is exhibiting bad behavior, you don't let them get away with it for long. Same with a relationship. If things are unhappy or they're you know, off balance or off kilter, you want to nip it in the bud first before it festers. So that's a really good trait that you have, okay? With the 3 and the 2 of Swords here, I feel like you've endured something that has been difficult for a very long time. And you've been wondering, it's almost kept you stuck. You've been wondering, is it going to change? It still seems to linger. You will overcome it, whatever this is. I mean, with the 9 of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles, it will be resolved, okay? 3 of Swords, Swords are all about communication, and the 2 of Swords going to the Three of Swords, it's like someone may have said something to you that's really wounded you. We've already talked about this in your energy, but it's showing up again. And I really feel with the Ace of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups, your success is going to be the revenge that shows this person, whoever this person or the situation was, it's going to show that person that you are forced to be reckoned with, and that actually you don't need them in your life. You wanted the situation, or you wanted the person in your life, but you don't need them. And I feel like it will get resolved in a way where you show that person or situation that you're in control, that you are successful, that you're destined for great things, and that it was their loss that, now you are no longer a part of their life, okay? That's what I'm picking up there as well. Two of Swords indicates a little bit of stagnation, okay? What they're giving me here, these two cards literally mean like, it may be a little bit difficult, but don't let it keep you stuck. So that's a message kind of came out there because you've got the Emperor energy. It indicates you're powerful beyond your own recognition, okay? Don't settle for anything less than you truly deserve, because sometimes human beings, we settle for less than we deserve, or we expect less than we truly deserve. We have expectations, but the universe says, but we want to give you more. So when situations do not go in your favor, or you feel things don't work out for you in the time that you'd hoped for, remember there's a silver lining there, because it means you're being directed to something else. You're being protected and redirected towards something else, okay? Now, the Ace of Pentacles, some of you may get a job opportunity. So if you put your resume out there because you're feeling that you've come to the end of a cycle at a work environment, perhaps you loved what you used to do and you've reached the top of your game, because the Six of Wands there tells me that you're very successful at whatever it is that you do. So you may have hit a glass ceiling in some area of your career, and you need to be stretched or inspired to go on to greater things, shall we say. So I see a lot of you elevating and an opportunity coming on in that will bring more finances, and it will be a real gift of an opportunity. Also, some of you, if you're looking for love, there's definitely an opportunity coming on in here. The start of something. I mean, you've even got the seedlings here, which means there's new beginnings across the board for you, my beautiful Capricorn, and they're really exciting, okay? Also with the Ace of Pentacles, it's worth noting this energy that's coming through, the start of good fortune. And because you got those three cherries, it kind of correlates, okay? So, okay, my guides are just giving me some random but interesting, very interesting fact about that. Okay, I'm gonna have to look this up. They're just giving me, and this is so weird. So I never get messages like this. I'll give it to you, maybe it's precise. Maybe when the cherries came up, you thought of this, so it connects to you in some way. It's not gonna resonate with everyone, that's for sure. It's almost like they give me the history of three cherries on a slot machine. It used to represent the type of flavor of gum that you would win. Apparently slot machines, you'd win gum first, like chewing gum, bubble gum, that sort of thing. I'm gonna have to look that up, but that's interesting. It's kind of made me go, ooh, okay. I'm gonna move on from that. That's so an odd message to come through, but it may resonate with someone. I mean, it could literally mean that you're eating cherry bubble gum or chewing gum or whatever it is right now. Anyway, I'm going to move on from that. We've got the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is a wish fulfilled. It is a desire delivered, okay? So whatever it is you are wishing for, you will accomplish it. Also, this is a card of success, the good life. It can be a card of fulfillment and well-being, being satisfied, shall we say, with or content with all that has worked out for you. Also with the Nine of Cups, this can mean that, happiness is overflowing. The good life. I love the Ten of Cups. Everybody wants the Ten of Cups, but I actually like the Nine of Cups. It's one of my favorite cards because it is a recognition of accomplishing something you desired, okay? Ten of Cups is all you desired and more. And of course, that's wonderful. I'm just not greedy. I want, the Nine of Cups is like, you know what? Getting what you truly desired is, just such a beautiful thing in life, okay? So I'm just going to move on and get your final cards. Thank you so much for it, guys. Great angels, can you please guide my beautiful Capricorn? Thank you so much. Now, before I take this card, now I don't know if this is the bear card, but they're showing me a bear in the water right now. So it could be that you've endured a difficult situation, and you are going to be prosperous. Also, bears represent protection. So, but anyway, the phoenix rising from the ashes, of course, this is your moment to shine. So shine that wonderful light. This is about rising up. Even though there are difficult times, I feel like you are someone who is very, very focused, and you will prevail. They're giving me this energy of you will rise up and you will prevail. Also, we've got the seedling. So starting new projects, whether they're business oriented or whether they are you going on a travel, a vacation. Some of you may go on a spiritual retreat. I feel like there's a lot of growth here for you, and whatever it is you're starting is going to grow into something exponentially wonderful and very financially fruitful as well. Okay, we got lizard generation, regeneration even. Lizard regeneration. Isn't it interesting? They're giving you exact cards that you need for the exact energy that's coming out in the reading. So lizards, when something is cut off, you know, it regrows back, it grows back healthier. So because you're in a state of cutting things out, things are going to get better for you. Things are healthier. They're going to, you know, grow back stronger for you. It says here, as a survivor, you are unparalleled. No matter what happens, you can adapt. Embrace your transformation. Put on your new cloak. You are the master of regeneration. That is such a powerful image. And also lizards or geckos or salamanders, things like that, they represent protection and good luck. So that all has been coming out in your reading. I'm just going to go and get a trinket before we close. Interesting. So we have the Pegasus. Now the Pegasus connects to the Ace of Swords, which is all about breakthroughs. It's about good karma. It's about things starting to pick up pace and go a little bit faster, but it's mainly about success, and there could be also a little bit of responsibility, but it's also about achievements, the courage of conviction, and your ideas bringing clarity, truth, and being something to really pay close attention to, because they will be bringing you a lot of abundance. Also, interestingly enough, we've got the love. We've got a heart there with a hole in it. So this can connect to, you know, previously wounded in a situation, but love will find you again, okay? So if you're worried about love, I don't care how old you are, whether you're 93 or whether you are 25, whatever age you are, if you are manifesting love, it will find your vibration, it will match you, and it will deliver a soulmate, okay? So love is on the agenda for you. Also, this is just not about love. This is about following your heart. And if something didn't work the first time round, try a different approach. And if it doesn't work or isn't vibing with your frequency anymore, it's okay to change. It's not you giving up on something. It's you maturing, evolving, and saying, you know what, I've outgrown that situation now. I'm a different person than I was 20 years ago or 10 years ago or even yesterday. And it's important to recognize what you want to do in this moment. That's awesome. Go for it, because you're going to be very, very successful. It's going to work. Following your heart is so important, okay? So I'll leave it there. Thank you so much, my beautiful Capricorn. I hope something resonates in this reading. If it does, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is so important for me too. Thank you so much, my beautiful Capricorn. Love and light.